Did you watch the baseball game last night?
No.
What? Magical.
What baseball game?
The All-Star Game.
Oh, no.
American League versus National League. Miguel Cabrera hitting a home run. But
What's his name?
Miguel Cabrera. It's hard for me because I get so excited about this.
Miggy,
huge home run.
Really?
Oh, man. And it was funny because not only am I a Tiger fan from growing up, because my parents are both from Michigan, and they always, when we were in Wyoming, there was no baseball team.
Right.
So that's who we rooted for, was the Tigers.
Did they move to Wyoming?
I
know your dad was in radio,
yeah,
radio takes you to some weird places.
Just for radio. They just went there for radio. And it was cool. It was like a desert and then the mountains. It was fun. So it was always Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
And then moving to Wisconsin after that, Brewers. So I got to see some Brewers in action. I got to see some Tigers in action.
You were in heaven. What time did that game start?
8:25 first pitch, I want to say, or maybe 8:17.
I was asleep by then.
You were?
I was.
Okay. Derek Jeter, his final All-Star game because he's retiring at the end of the season.
Right.
And one of the pitchers said that he gave him, his first hit was a double. Like he hit an awesome, boom, double to the opposite field, and everybody's loving it. And the pitcher said he gave him a gopher ball. Mm-hmm. You can't give him a gopher ball.
Why not?
Well, you can't say that you gave him a gopher ball.
No, deny till you die.
Exactly. I mean, give him the gopher ball if you need to, but don't say you gave him.
I mean it's okay.
That's worse than giving him the gopher ball.
Is it?
So then the manager, who is also that.
Well, everybody knew it anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
you're going to deny something and then look like a giant liar when we all know it anyway.
Know that he threw him a gopher ball?
Yeah.
I mean, it still looked like a good pitch. I mean, he had to look at it and hit it.
People in baseball knew it was a gopher ball.
Right away?
Yes.
Is that what they're saying?
Yes.
They didn't say it on the broadcast. Like Joe Buck didn't say.
They didn't have time.
That's a gopher ball. It was funny, though, because they interviewed Jeter in the middle of the game, and they said, are you, are you out of breath or something? Are you catching your breath? And he says, what, after that double? And they all laughed. Because he's old. He's 40 years old.
Oh, no.
And they're like, no, not after that double. After, like, all of the pomp and circumstance of this event. Are you catching your breath?
After that double.
It was pretty funny because as much as I hate, and I think most people hate, like, the Yankees and A-Rod and that whole thing, it's kind of hard to hate Jeter. Mm-hmm. I mean, he just kind of goes about his job, and he's from Kalamazoo. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there's that whole thing where you saw him as a kid, and then, hey, he's a Yankee. And here, 20 years later, here he's retiring.
It's pretty awesome.
A little tear to the eye is what it brings.
Did you get one?
Then he goes 2 for 2. I got a little... I'd say not really misty because I don't really have
nostalgic?
That connection. Yeah, that connection to him.
Yeah.
But just the fact that like that's somebody who
he's one of the greats.
And has played like my life, like 20 years. Yeah. So he's been played the whole time. Like the old time players, they were playing when I was a kid, but I didn't see them come in.
Right.
You know, so like Tony Gwynn, you knew who he was because he was awesome, but you didn't see him come into the league. So seeing him, and they gave him a standing ovation right before he batted, and then another one when he was pulled out of the game.
So is this why you have a Tiger sweatshirt on today?
Because Cabrera with that home run, and then Scherzer shutdown inning.
Amanda, we should start. This is such a guy thing to do.
What do you got?
When things go on that you like on television, like we should start wearing orange, or you should wear orange clothes after you watch Orange is the New Black.
Okay. Do it.
Or we should start dressing for the things we watch on TV like guys do.
Okay. Is that an only guy thing?
The Lions are playing, or the Lions, it's football season, whatever. You guys, you always do that.
I did not.
It's very funny to me.
I did not wear a soccer jersey at all during the World Cup.
Do you have one?
I have one World Cup, or one soccer jersey,
you
yes.
do? Okay.
And I did not wear it.
Why didn't you wear it? I've never seen it on you.
I wore it one time, and it's a little form-fitting. so
is it Haley's?
No.
Form-fitting.
Okay, so here...
Sounds comfy.
Here's the story behind it.
All right.
You never see, like, fat soccer players, right? And this is a Bolivian team jersey because my sister and her husband is from Bolivia.
Yep.
So they wanted to get me for my birthday a Bolivian soccer jersey.
Okay.
So, because they know I'm a sports fan, and they're like, whatever. So they went all over Bolivia. There are like 5 cities in Bolivia that have like stores and stuff like we know them, and then the rest is pretty much just small town, very rural.
Right.
So they went to all 5 of the cities, sometimes taking 2-day bus trips
to look for this jersey,
to find an extra large jersey, because there are no extra large people in Bolivia.
Could they find one?
They found an extra large, and it is about a large here in America. So it's a little tight, but I still have it because, one day I'm going to take this weight right off.
Oh, please.
Exactly.
You don't have any weight to lose.
So I kept it, but no, I don't believe I've ever worn it.
This is what you could do.
Okay.
Unstitch the seams.
Yes. Okay.
And put in some stretchy.
It already has it because it's a real soccer jersey. It's like the official.
It's like Lycra.
It's like the official jersey
Put in
of
some
the team.
spacers.
It has spacers. I'd have to add more spacers.
But otherwise, you're never going to wear it.
I should wear it tomorrow.
You can turn it into a hat.
And I will tell you, if Bolivia had made the World Cup, I may have worn it.
Yeah.
Just because they were in it.
Where is it tight? Like, is
It's
it skin
just
tight?
in the
just,
middle.
It's just, okay.
And
it's
like
just
in the
tight.
shoulders. Like it's
And like
So
around
just
the neck.
Tight all around.
Exactly. It's just a tight shirt.
Okay.
In fact, I have not put it on since that day that I got it because I was like, oh, thank you so much. And right off.
Yeah, guys can't really get away with wearing skin tight athletic gear.
No.
Like sports teams gear.
Exactly. Unless you are like athletic and like cut.
If you're playing.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't play a 90-minute soccer game and have the donut around your midsection that I have. That goes away after, like, just probably in the off season.
Looks like a half shirt.
Your workout probably makes that go away just to play soccer.
Right.
But then when you just sit in, like a football jersey is big. You
Well,
know?
hopefully.
You put on a football jersey and you're like, yeah, I'm a
Right.
man. High five. A baseball jersey, very big and
Yeah.
billowy. You put on those soccer jerseys, tight. Like this thing it's like a bicycle jersey. It's like a bike shirt. I will wear it.
That's awesome.
I'll wear it tomorrow.
Please do.
I'll wear it tomorrow. We'll see.
Okay.
I don't know how tight it is. It might be like grossly tight, and this could be embarrassing
Well,
for me.
have you tried it on since your birthday in December?
No, and this is two Decembers ago.
2 of them.
This maybe even 3. This is a 3-year-old shirt that I've had.
And you've never worn it.
Exactly.
Out.
Except
Also
that
bring
one
a
day.
sweatshirt with you.
No, I'm wearing it.
We should all
Okay.
wear super tight clothes. That sounds horrible.
Oh,
to me.
can we have tight
No,
clothes day?
No, that sounds horrible.
Even if I because mine will be the tightest. I mean, it's tight.
I don't know if it'll be the tightest.
Okay, you are not that big, Connie. I know you got big boobs, but maybe flare it out. Go with something that
No,
flares.
I mean, women, we definitely wear tighter clothes than
Oh,
men
absolutely.
do. I mean, between Amanda and I, we could find some tight stuff to
I have
wear.
some tight stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
we could find tight stuff to
Let's
wear.
make tomorrow
But
tight.
it's not comfortable when you're sitting here
Right.
and doing the show.
Right, and it rides up, and you're
Yeah,
like, hey,
you're like constantly
I'm
fidgeting with your
fat.
boobs.
Hey, everybody, what are we eating? I'm starving. Yeah,
And you feel like stuffed in.
tomorrow I'm going to wear it.
Yeah. Okay, I can't wait to. What are the colors
It's
of it?
light blue with
Ooh,
like dark
pretty.
blue red. And it's funny because it has all kinds of logos on it. It's like a NASCAR car.
Okay.
So there's a Burger King logo
A little
on there.
teeny NASCAR
And
car.
Samsung. Well, not so teeny. Thanks. Thanks for rubbing that in. Yeah, I'll wear it tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow will be the day. Man, this.
You know, we should every day discuss what we're going to wear next time. We just build that right
What
into
are
the
you wearing
show.
tomorrow?
Have you ever had somebody say to you, "You look tense"?
Yeah,
and
and
if they say it that way,
Right.
you look tense.
'Cause-
And then they come swooning in with
For the
like,
massage.
with their hands out, ready to massage your
Remember
neck.
when Craig did that to Connie in our
I do
office?
remember that.
We were just talking about that, how that was the perfect way to just slide in right
But
there.
I requested that because I had a stiff neck.
My neck hurts. He's like, you look and he's like, oh, yeah, you got knots in here. And we're all...
I better do this
We're
for
like,
27
oh.
minutes.
We're all gagging a little bit.
Leaving
like,
the room.
Oh.
None of you left the room.
No,
No.
we didn't. We didn't. I don't know why.
Couldn't take our eyes off of it. It was like a horrible
It was
car
one of
crash.
one of those situations where you want to look away but you can't.
Exactly. Speaking of horrible car crashes and scary things with police, how much does your heart drop when you pass a cop on the highway and he pulls out after you?
It drops.
Oh, my goodness. So this
Yeah.
morning, I'm coming down 196. I'm coming to work. It's early in the morning. There is a pickup truck that is flying. I mean,
Okay.
I'm doing 80, and this truck passes me like I'm standing still and is passing everybody. And he sees the cop first because he's so far ahead of me.
Brake.
Hits the brakes, drops it down to probably about 65.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, I'll go 75 because it's still speeding, but it's not overtly like
Right.
in your face cop.
Right.
So I'm down to 75. So now I've passed this truck and the cop pulls out behind us. And I'm like,
Was the cop like at an off
It was
ramp?
a state cop in the middle. In the
okay.
middle.
All right.
Okay, so he's in the middle, and he pulls out, and I'm like, all I got to do is just get to Ottawa and get off, and I'll be lost in the downtown traffic.
Right.
And the pickup is doing 65, and I'm like, you're not fooling anybody
No kidding.
that you are so slow right now. You know that. And so I got off on Ottawa and did not see the light go on top of the car, but I think he just pulled out to scare the crap out of that truck. Like, he didn't really want to get out and write a ticket.
Right.
He just wanted that guy to slow the heck down. So he pulled out behind him, and it worked.
Well, you know how they have those cars now that are, what are they? Are they like Chargers or something? Like, they don't look like traditional
yes.
cops. Not a. Dan always loves. He loves the Michigan State, the
'cause
trooper
they got
cops.
the
He
little
loves the
thing on
cherry
top.
on top. But anyway, so the other day I'm getting on my way to work. I'm getting on 131, and you know when you get on, you're on the off ramp or on ramp, I guess.
Right.
And you're getting on, and then all of a sudden everybody around you is going like 60.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, I need to get out of this little slow
Yes,
group.
left lane. Let's go for it.
So I go into the left lane, go into the center lane, and I gun it.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going 80 so I can get in front of them. And then I
Police.
slow down a little bit. I realized the person behind me was a cop. And I'm like,
Did he do anything?
no.
No, they never do.
No, because he was probably like, yeah, I hate when I get on
Exactly.
and everybody's going 50 miles an hour.
We were driving through Chicago, and Chicago people are doing 85, 90. Like, that's what they do.
Right.
So I
Wait,
keep,
where is that in Chicago that you can actually go the speed limit?
like when you're
What
not
a novel
downtown.
idea. Oh,
When you're
okay.
not downtown.
Yeah.
So we're
290
we're
or
flying,
294.
and the same thing happens. So everybody is going super slow, and I'm like, what the heck? And you know what it was? It was a car, one of the old Crown Vics.
Okay.
But not a cop car. Because
Like
I'm
somebody
like,
bought it in an auction.
yes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is
But it
garbage.
still has the light on the
Yeah.
side.
I'm like, this is garbage. I'm passing it. So I pass, and I'm doing 5 over at this point because he's going slow. And it's not even a cop. And I'm like, seriously.
That is hilarious.
You had 20 people scared to death to pass
Do you think people who buy those cars know?
they have
Like with
to?
the
Yes.
intent, like this is going to be very funny.
They have
to be a pace car on the interstate.
Exactly. They have to know.
Yeah.
And it's like, why can't you take the light off when you sell it at auction?
And why do you need? Yeah, why do you need that big light?
Right. That light should come off at auction.
I mean, do you blind people with it?
You're not allowed to use it, right? You can't shine it on a deer. That's illegal now. You can't, I guess maybe you shine it on a farm field when you're
Shine it
drinking
on a-
beers with your friends.
Who shined it on a deer? Why would you do that?
They used to shine deer to like spook them and then you shoot them and kill them, and that is against the law.
okay.
Because A, you're not supposed to be hunting from the road. But B,
Here I am.
Also at nighttime.
right,
94.
Right, but B, you are not supposed to be
Okay.
like shining deer. That's definitely not
Well, then they
allowed.
should take that off when they sell those cars at auction.
Right, but
Just
then,
take it off.
but then think about it. Nobody wants a 95 Crown Vic unless it has that light.
That's the reason why you buy one.
Because that's the cool thing, right? Why do you want a
But if it
20-year-old
doesn't
Crown
work-
Vic?
You're really paying for the light.
I think so too. And who knows that it
Some
doesn't
people
work?
like big roomy cars.
Maybe it does work.
That used to have criminals in the back.
And do they have like the computer ports and everything where you can still hook up if you wanted to bring your laptop in there?
Just
Pretend
sit in
you're
your
a
back
cop.
seat.
Yeah. No, in the front. You know how the cops have that laptop in the front?
yeah, they didn't have laptops in the Crown Vics.
So they can run plates.
Did they?
I feel like they
Crown
did.
Vics were like
That's 20 years ago.
So yeah, and there were no laptops.
There were laptops.
Were there?
I feel like 20 years ago there were laptop computers. Probably not though.
What was 20 years ago? It was 1990.
1994. I feel
Or-
like there definitely were desktop computers, and I bet police probably had like a laptop computer. I remember moving in. My roommate in Minneapolis. I lived with 3 other guys, so there were 4 of us, and one of the guys was an awesome computer nerd, like just huge. And he had the computer that could answer our phone for us and do all the. And we were just
Cool.
like, "This is amazing!" And I was talking with him on Facebook the other day, and I'm like, "Remember that computer? Remember, how awesome we thought it was." Now that's garbage. I mean, all that stuff. I could do that on my tiny little phone right here. We thought that was awesome.
My first
Not
computer
awesome.
I bought was a Gateway.
Oh yeah, with the cows.
Yep, with the cows. I had AOL, but it was giant.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this thing was giant. It was thousands of dollars.
Exactly.
This computer. I had to make payments on my computer.
Exactly. And remember, they came with DVD players, and you thought that's cool.
Oh no, this one didn't.
I could watch a DVD. You didn't have the
Ridiculous.
DVD. You had a little cassette player.
This was before that. This was When was I in Omaha? 95.
Oh, it's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So 20 years ago, you bought the Gateway, and the police had the little tiny laptops. They were doing all the good. They were doing great work with
Well,
them.
I think maybe you should buy a Crown Vic.
With the light,
That should be Haley's first car.
here is an old cop. No, because
Big and safe.
so what is Haley? Haley is 11.
She's 11.
She'll
She's
be,
got 5 years.
she'll be 12 in a month.
Are you going to buy her a car?
No, but if we do, we would get her one of the Chargers now because those will be 5 years old.
Oh, the Charger cop cars.
Yes.
I love Chargers.
Yeah, man, they're awesome.
Love them.
Speaking of driving,
Yeah.
did you know that in Michigan, when you're 14, you can take driver's ed and start driving?
Is that if you live in a rural area
No,
or any place?
rural area is even younger.
Yeah,
So I was
okay.
one of my neighbors. I saw her driving around with her dad, and I said, "What the heck here?" And he says, "Oh yeah, she got her temps." And I said, "She got her temps? She's not 15. Like 15 and a half is when you think. No, here in Michigan." 14, you can
I
get your
did
temps.
not
And
know
then you
that.
just practice and practice and practice.
That's kind of good.
Because then I said, I remember all the farmers,
Right.
they could drive when they were 13.
Right.
And they were just driving around. And then we'd go out to the farm and we would all watch them drive because
Watch
we
them
didn't
drive.
have our
You would
license. We
definitely
weren't
not
allowed
drive.
to do that.
You would not get behind the wheel.
Weren't allowed to do that.
Because you are not a lawbreaker.
They had a license and we let them
and you are a very good law-abiding citizen.
every single
You would
time.
never do that.
Would never have done
No,
it. So we'd
never have done that.
We'd go to their farm and
Yes.
watch them drive.
And you
A
would
little-
sit in the bleachers
little tutorial.
and watch them.
They couldn't have a
It was
passenger.
like Field of Dreams. No, they
Having
couldn't do that.
Having a passenger was against the...
Not even in the bed of the farm truck.
No one was allowed in there,
No, nobody.
especially if you had like 5 or 6 people in there.
No.
That's not allowed.
No, that would
Don't
not be
sit on
allowed.
that wheel well.
You don't want to sit on that wheel well. That's
wheel
not
well.
smart.
That's against the
It's
law.
not smart, nor is it safe.
Never did it.
Never. So
Never.
that's good.
Never.
This is a very good thing you're talking about.
Never
right
did
now.
it one time.
I'm very happy that you brought this up.
So at 14, you can get your temps here, and then you just cruise around. But then for 2 years, you're just practicing driving.
then you're 2 years ahead. That's awesome. I think that's awesome.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't know.
I think it's awesome.
Because I got mine at 15 and a half, and then it was going to be winter. So I got mine in July.
and look at how you drive.
Drive like a
You,
champ.
I mean, you really are a champ.
Thank you so much. And
welcome.
it seems like you were going to say something else. What were you going to say?
I cannot say it on the radio.
I feel like I drive like a champ.
You're a lead foot.
Wow.
You're impatient.
Yeah. Keep going.
Well, this is just about your driving.
Yeah,
if we were
yeah,
talking
no.
about you in general, I'd have many more adjectives.
No, I'm just talking. I'm just talking.
But just talking about your driving.
Impatient. I am
you're
the most impatient.
Extremely impatient.
I hate-
Radical.
Radical.
I'm radical and in a good way, like radical.
Sure.
Like rad.
Yeah, I'm
No,
rad, like on a
no.
skateboard.
You're radical.
Erratic.
You are erratic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
I don't know.
Awesome. Does that come in?
You wear little teeny shirts.
I do. Tomorrow, I'm wearing the smallest shirt that I have. The smallest shirt I have tomorrow is coming
Only
out.
when you drive.
Oh yeah.
I got a tiny little driving shirt. I'm like Mr. Bean in a tiny little shirt just driving.
Yeah.
I think I'm a good driver, and that's fine. I'm an excellent driver.
I mean, okay.
Katie, my wife, would disagree. She hates when I drive. Makes her
Because
sick to her
you
stomach.
are erratic.
Yeah.
And a lead foot.
Yeah.
And impatient.
Yeah.
And many more things.
Yeah.
Katie and I are on the same team.
It seems awesome. And throw Lord in there, too. You guys can all be on the same team.
Katie and I and Lord are on the same team.
Go down to the tennis courts
Yes.
and hang out while I'm driving around my friend's farm field at 14 years old going, we shouldn't be doing this. This is against the law. We shouldn't
Wait,
be
I thought
doing-"
you didn't do it.
No, of course we did. Doing
Wait,
that
you
is-
did?
Doing that is wrong.
No, doing that is really wrong.
Never did it once.
You never did anything wrong. And you still don't.
Right now, what I am is pretty much a perfect citizen.
Model.
A what?
Citizen.
Perfect citizen. And I am. I'm perfect at it, and I'm a model citizen.
You talk perfect too.
I talk good. Here's things I do. Talk good, drive good.